Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with Poole Town, or what used to be with Poole Town. Obviously this is the Poole Town side. We are no longer manager of them. We've got to the end of the season and we have a new job. And if I'm perfectly honest, I have not got a clue how I've gotten this job, apart from the fact that they don't have a lot of money and I'm really cheap. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you the team. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to show you the team by basically scrolling up the leagues. As you can see there, Vanarama National League South, Poole finished 19th. So since I left, they drew a couple more games. They did win a couple of games. They beat Kingstonian of all teams, which was annoying. They did stay in the league on goal difference. So Poole Town still a playable side. So we're not in the Vanarama South, as you can see, no teams are highlighted blue. Vanarama North, we're not in that, no teams highlighted in blue, which is good, which means we've progressed forward. Vanarama National League, there's still no teams highlighted in blue there, so we've gone into the Football League. League 2, now, we did have a couple of job offers from League 2. Firstly, Notts County did offer me a job, and the only reason why I turned it down is because I've already done a save with Notts County on this channel, which just kind of stopped. It didn't end, it just stopped. So I thought I didn't want to do those. But we're not in League 2, because there's no teams highlighted in blue there. And in League 1, there is still no teams highlighted in blue. We've somehow managed to get all the way up into the Championship. Yes, they've just got relegated, but they are a Championship side. We'll be playing in League 1, but they're a Championship side, and we are actually in charge of Blackburn Rovers, former Premier League winners, Blackburn Rovers. I don't understand how we've got that job, but we have. They finished, as you can see, 23rd in the table. They have been relegated. Only just 1 point was all that was in it. It was 1 point between them and Scunthorpe, so they could have actually clawed out of it, but they didn't. They've got relegated. They sacked their manager. They've appointed us. I've had a quick look at some things, and there is one thing that worries me massively. It's the finances situation. So we are £8.5 million in debt, just a tiny amount of money in debt there. We are also £100,000 and then some over our wage budget, which is always good. We've got a lot of players. Let's go to dynamics. We've got a lot of players here who want to leave. So Lenihan, Bradley Dack, David Raya, Rankin Costello, Spearing. Bakary Saka wants some first team chances. Deporte is just unhappy he's transfer listed. Akpom wants to go. Adam Jackson wants to go. This guy, Bjorkander, unhappy he's transfer listed. Ryan Mason. We've got Ryan Mason. We actually have Ryan Mason. And he's got a year left on his contract. That's a ridiculous player for League 1. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm not going to go through everyone because there's loads. Loads and loads and loads of players want to leave. There's quite a few players as well who want to get some first team chances. And because we've got a new manager in charge, that's me, I'll point to myself, you can't see it. Chances are they might actually get some football. Now, this episode, I'm not going to do... This is going to be a really short episode. I'm really sorry if you're hoping for something extravagant of here's the new team and all the transfers and stuff. Basically, yeah, I just want to have a look at the team, see who we've got going on. Like, it's quite difficult because lots of people want to leave. So there are some players like David Raya. I know he's a very good goalkeeper. Is it Raya? Don't know. He's a very good goalkeeper on this. And if he leaves, I'm going to be quite upset. I guess the biggest thing, let's see who's on huge contracts. Chuba Akpom is on £28,500 a week. He has to go. He's got to go. Right, I'm going to be ruthless here. I need to try and fix their finances. Jay Spearing, he's on 20 grand a week. He's 32. No, he's gone. Jay Spearing, transfer listed, go. Ryan Mason wants to leave. I don't want to get rid of him because he's clearly one of our better players. So Ryan Mason is staying on his 17.5 grand a week. Elliot Bennett, he's on 15 grand a week and he's 32. He can go. He's already transfer listed. Adam Jackson, he's good. I like the look of Adam Jackson. He's a very good player. Need to remind myself, all the players that I have been seeing before were Conference South players, so he might not actually be that great. Lenihan wants to leave after getting relegated. He's also good. I'm not going to transfer list him. Josh McEachran. Why is he valued so cheaply, despite the fact that he's got 2 years left on his contract? He's sticking around. I'm liking the look of Josh. Joe Rankin Costello. Okay, 21-year-old English, anywhere, up front midfielder player. Very, very good. Loads of potential in this game. 4-star current ability, still could get better. He's worth 7 million. If someone comes in for him, he's going. Bjorkander, not a very good centre-back. That'll be why you're transfer listed. Cool. Yeah, the guy from Huddersfield at the moment. He is also transfer listed. He's 32 and he's not very good. Yep, that makes sense. Corey Evans, not very good, transfer listed. Yep, sure. I mean, there's a lot of players here. I was going to go through everyone, then realise there's a lot of people to go through. Let's check of my under-23s. Have I got some decent young kids in here? Henry Willock. He's not bad. He's rapid. That's good. He's also a Mazzala and a box-to-box midfielder. Nice. Duncan Greenwood. He's got a bit of potential. He's not very good at the moment. So we've got some decent players. Let's have a look at Scott. Why are you in there? Scott Bain, get in the first team. Get in the first team, buddy. You're clearly good enough for it. What about Jack Robinson? Get in the first team. Sure. Your contract expires in a month, so you probably won't be around for much longer. Ben Sheaf. His contract's up in a month. He'll be gone. What about my youth team? This guy, Jim Kinsella, is 15 years old. Okay, I'm not going to be playing any of those 3 positions, I don't believe. So, I might need to retrain him, but he looks alright. Speaking of looking alright, Trevor Mills. He looks real good. I'm liking it. It's the determination of 15, teamwork 15. Technically, he could get better. He should get better, but still, he's a good-looking player. Clive Todd as well, winger, needs a bit of determination technically. He's not very good, but he's got potential, so he might get better. And the final decent-looking youth player, I was going to say defender, he's a defender, decent-looking youth player, Matthew Webster. He's only 15, got a load of potential. Right now, he's not that great. So we do have an affiliate club, a mutually beneficial relationship. We play a friendly every year, but no money is paid or anything. So let's get an affiliate club. Give me a senior one. Yeah. Yes, good. Right. The Venkies are still in charge, which might be a problem for us, but I'm okay with that. Still playing at Ewood Park, which I'm not surprised with. 31,000 capacity. That's a big stadium. Were they filling it up last year? Not really. They were still getting some decent numbers. 29,000 against Burnley. 18 against Forest, though. So, yeah, we fluctuate in terms of who turns up. That's fine with me. In terms of staff, they're not the best. They're not the worst. Physios are pretty bad. I've actually asked for them to get a director of football in for me, because I don't like hiring staff. It just annoys me. So I'm going to get a director of football in. He's going to start hiring me some decent coaches and whatnot, which is good. Out of interest, how badly did they do last year? So, the Championship, they were down the bottom for the whole thing. Cool. FA Cup, they got knocked out in the 4th round by Millwall, knocked out in the 1st round by Walsall in the Carabao Cup. Awesome. Let's have a look at the old dynamics then. Do people support me? Nobody supports me, which kind of makes sense. Bradley Dack, Jay Spearing and Elliot Bennett, all team leaders. Half of them, if not all of them, I want to get rid of. Great, that's wonderful. This team is just going to get destroyed by me. Social groups, we've got 3 of them. Yep, sure, that'll change once we start doing some transfers. So, in order to try and get some money back into the club, we've got some of... see, I don't want to do that, or do I? So, yeah, we can sell some of these clauses. We've got Josh King. We can get 1.23 million. Scott Reed, there's a whole load of them. We'll get... I don't even know how much that is. But I assume he's gone to Man City. And we just get a load of money if he ever plays for them. And also Derek Williams, if he gets some profit. I don't think he's going to get much profit out of him. He might, actually. No. Josh King, because I'm tempted to sell this one, but because he's worth £15 million, we could get a huge amount of money on that if he actually gets sold. So I'm going to leave that for now. Okay, so this is our new club. We've gone from Poole Town in the Conference South to Blackburn Rovers in League One. in one fell swoop. I probably, if I was actually doing a proper journeyman, I probably would have climbed up to this level by now anyway. I'm a bit confused as to how I've managed to do it in one hit, but that's fine. Annoyingly, because we've got no money, I can't do my coaching courses because we haven't got any money. So we'll try. Oh, I've just seen there. Old what's his face Venki. That's not his name. It's Rayo. He wants me to have an acceptable wage control in 366 days. So there's going to be a lot of trimming of the squad, and also a lot of new players probably coming in on cheap contracts. So next episode on Monday. Sorry, this was a real talky one. Next episode on Monday, we will have the start of the season, where we'll have a whole load of transfers and a whole load of everything, and we are going to start our journeyman. Even next episode will be episode 1. This is episode 34, maybe. Don't really know. Thank you very much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy, please leave a like. If you want to see more of the journeyman, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Before we leave, I've gone forward about 4 or 5 days, and everything's just kicked off. Basically, the club has turned around and said, you're almost in administration, so we're going to get you out of that. And they've just thrown in like £7 million, something stupid like that. They've given us a ridiculously tiny wage budget. So let's go to my news quickly. So, Blackburn owner, one of the Venkis, has given us £10 million to cover the debt. And that is because Blackburn closed to administration here. So the club is £122 million in debt. We're losing £500,000 a month. This is an unstable financial position, and if extra funds can't be found, then the prospect of the club entering administration in the near future is a real possibility. So, obviously, that is why the owner's given us some more cash. So, like I said, we've got a new wage budget, which is ridiculously tiny compared to what we did have. We have a transfer budget now, although what I'm probably going to do is just do that, because it's not. I need to get it down so low. I need to get rid of. I need to half my wage budget, and I have not a clue how I'm going to do that. Anyway, I thought I'd just quickly chuck this on at the end. Thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Blah, 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 blah. Bye. Have a good weekend and all that nonsense.